Good morning, everybody. This is Nicole with HelpMamaRemote.com, and today I'm coming to share with you a Free Find Friday video. So first I have to share with you all the story behind this Free Find video. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you may have already seen it because I did post it the beginning of this week. I found this on Monday. So we have some neighbors that are moving, and maybe a couple weeks ago they had a garage sale. I found two things. I posted that on Instagram too. I found like a vintage milk crate, and I found another milk glass lamp. Both items for $3 total. They had a plate set that I wanted, but very cheap. It was a box of blue transfer plates, but they wanted $30, and I wasn't willing to pay $30. But anyway, so Monday on my way, because I was going to get some paint, on my way to go get some paint, I saw on the corner some things at the corner with the sign. So I rode down the street and to see what the sign said. Was it a sign that said free, or was it a sign that said for a certain amount? So it was old china cabinet, a buffet, and it was a little nightstand. I didn't want the nightstand, but it said free furniture. So I put the car in reverse, and my husband was home, thank God. So I put the car in reverse, jumped out, left the car running, jumped out the car, and told my husband, I'm like, okay, there's some stuff on the corner, come on, let's get it. He hopped in the truck, and I followed him down the street. So as we're letting down the seats and about to put the china cabinet in the car, the owner of the house, he said, thank you, and I was like, oh, you're welcome, thank you, because I know when you sit things on the street, especially when it's not garbage day, you don't know how long it's going to be there, so I'm sure he was just like, thank you, for getting it out the way. So as we're about to load the china cabinet, a lady pulls up, but anyway, so she pulls up, and she hops out the car, and she says to the guy, say for instance the guy name is Ray, the neighbor, she says to the guy, she's like, hey Ray, I need your help. So she goes to him, and I'm wondering, what she needed help for, right? So we're loading the china cabinet, and she goes and stands by the buffet and says, I want this. So I'm like, I ignored her. I'm like, like, really, what you telling me for? So like a couple minutes later, she refrained her question, and she says, are you getting this too? I said, yeah, I want both of them. And she stood there. She stood there until after we loaded the hutch. It was like they were hovering. It was her and her cousin, because she's a neighbor too. She lives like across the street, but they're further down the block. But I just thought it was rude, because you see me loading the stuff. If I was checking out a Free Find, and I go get my car or go get something, and I get there and somebody's already loading it up, I'm like, you know what, I just missed out. That's how I would be, because I've missed out on a lot of Free Finds. If I don't have the truck, if I'm not driving the truck or something, I'm gonna miss out if I can't fit it in my car. Or if I have to go back and get my husband because I can't lift it, if I get back there and it's gone, I just missed out. But they hovered around. But then later her cousin was saying, she was like, oh, those are some nice pieces. Those are some nice pieces. I'm glad they found they had to have a good home. And I understand it, because they were some beautiful pieces. And I'm glad they didn't sit them out on garbage day, and they go to the dumpster, because they were beautiful. Here are the two pieces. This is the china cabinet, and it is not as large as my china cabinet. It's much smaller. I so wish my kitchen was bigger, because it would probably go in my kitchen, because my plans for this china cabinet is to store my Pyrex dishes, so that I won't have to hide them away. Hold on, I have to move my son's bike. Okay, so I would use this to store my Pyrex dishes, and that is what my plans are. So I don't know if I'm going to paint it right away. I do believe I may live with it for a second, so I'll know whichever color to paint it. I paint it, you know, the color that I like. And I love that the shells are wood. They do come out good, but I love that the shells are wood. Now first, when I open this drawer, okay, this is one drawer, and I was thinking, I'm like, okay, you got 2 more drawers down here, and this is just like wasted dead space because you can't open them. But this isn't a drawer. You open it up and there's no dead space, so there's plenty of storage. So I may put my Corningware down in the bottom. Not quite sure yet. So love, love, love this piece. And I also, like I say, love, it's not as big as my larger china cabinet. This piece right here, like I said, I wasn't going to get it, just a nightstand. But I'm thinking, the coffee bar that I have in my dining room now is a dresser. Looks just like this, pretty much the same design. So I'm going to take the dresser and put it in my family room and put the TV on it. I've been wanting to get a dresser to put my TV on, and this will be possibly extra storage for video games. So that's my thought right now. But we'll, you know, I'll figure that out later. Okay, and this is the buffet. And you could tell maybe they just had this in a basement somewhere. We're not using it. Drawer. And I love this side over here because this was strictly a buffet. And the drawers are so deep. Remind me of the drawers on my hutch in the kitchen. They are so deep. And then on the side here, see, just sitting somewhere. Nobody was using this. And let me see. Looks like there should have been shelves here. So I'll have my husband cut a shelf. That'll be perfect. Perfect. Cut a shelf there. And cut a shelf for this side too. Oh, the shelf is in this one. Awesome. So you can use this shelf. You know. Awesome. And I would love shelves in the china cabinet because it's so deep and tall, but I don't think there's anything for it. Those are my free finds, and like I said, I was just too ecstatic. Those are some awesome, awesome pieces. I was telling my husband, I said, oh, I would love to be able to start redoing the furniture and selling it. I said, but I'm too busy getting high off my own supply. So I don't know when that will happen, but just want to share with you my free find for this week. And one thing that I do enjoy, usually whenever I start talking about a piece that I'm looking for, something, and it's usually always for storage, to help with storage in my house, I always seem to find it free whenever I think about a piece. Like, when I think, I was thinking about some doors, you know, some old doors. I didn't want any new modern hollow doors. But found 2, you know, within like a month or a couple months span. So whenever I'm, like I say, on a look for something and I start searching for something, I'm like, oh, I would like a dresser, but I'm not really for a lot of the things that they sell in a store now because it's just cheap. It's really cheap. Or you have to spend an arm and a leg for it, you know, $3,000 for a dresser, and then the quality still isn't really all that great. So like I say, just want to share that with you all. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. This is Nicole with HelpMamaRemote.com. Bye bye.